Goes to show, Watcher may seem like she's a very easy character watching her on the stream because there is a really well-established, very effective line of play that has been figured out for her, but deviating from that even a little bit can result in very swift decimation of your run. Graveside Dave, thanks so much for joining the list of channel cuties. All hail Twitch chat, a new channel cutie. Show some waffles in chat if you got them. Twitch chats. You add the list right now. Endurin, thanks for 13 months, and Scoopikins for 35, closing in on 3 full years. Heck yeah. Graveside Dave, you're on the list. Excellent. Alright, how's this Ironclad run starting? Probably with me choosing a rare colorless card, quite frankly. Early Burning Elite's a fun possibility. Is this a Hand of Greed run? It sure is. Lots of stuff can happen when you start with Hand of Greed. Does huge damage, and if we can kill enemies with it, we'll gain gold permanently. And that can allow some crazy stuff even at the very first shop. Especially if we're diligent in our greeting. It's time to get greedy. So Hand of Greed does not exhaust is the other important thing to note. So as long as we pay attention here, stall fights where possible like this one, we can earn money from every opponent. Now that was a week and a half ago, Kemba Dog. We're done with break time now until probably April. So full steam ahead, or full stream ahead, as it were. Anyone for a 2-cost card? Shockwave and Flame Barrier, both juicy. More of a Shockwave kind of guy personally, but both are excellent early on. A little awkward with the Hand of Greed though, because you can't play them both in the same turn. But that too is alright. Call. Call. Shoot. An awkward draw to be sure. Am I missing Hand of... yeah, it looks like we're going to miss Hand of Greed here. His next turn attacks for 12. We take 7. I don't think we can do that. So we get 3 draws for it next turn if I'm willing to defend here, but it's pretty unlikely. Gonna go to full health here. Take my 20 gold. Do I want Havoc? No. No, I don't. What I do want is more combat, so we can get more money from Hand of Greed before this shop. Another 2 enemy fight. Perfect. Ow. Get dinged up a bit in this one, but we do make our money. We have more than enough money to afford a Relic at that shop now, which is excellent, excellent news. Definitely going to take a Pommel Strike. Deal damage and draw for 1. Ghostly Armor for very efficient block, also quite nice. Good for stalling for Hand of Greed, actually. I think I prefer the Pommel Strike. Damage tends to be a bit better than block in the early game. Though not necessarily immensely so. Should have handed growed it earlier. Oh well. Vulnerable again, will you? You're getting chipped away. 1 hit point at a time. There we go. Get some of that health back. 2 really good potions, and wow, Dark Embrace or Feel No Pain, our choice. To start out the exhaust engine. I think Feel No Pain is the more no-nonsense pick here. I'll grab that. But great to see them both. Bead is here to compete with Hand of Greed, not exactly great. Waffle and Bag of Marbles are nice combat relics. Well, the Waffle just heals us to full. The Bag of Marbles will do vulnerable turn 1. That's quite nice. Shrug Block's pretty good. So Zekner streaming, he said never ever pick Dark Embrace Act 1. I would say mostly never pick it Act 1. It's got a few uses. Like, if you get Corruption in Act 1, you can pick Dark Embrace Act 1. There's a few other cards that Dark Embrace can go well alongside, but it is kind of just too expensive for Act 1, for the most part. About True Grit here. True Grit's a good card, but a bit expensive, especially when Relic and Card Remove is the competing option. Very hard to turn down Strike Remove and Bag of Marbles here, and I think that's what I'm going to do. He even had, already had a Pseudo-Coast going into the boss. Lo and behold, it almost died after not taking it. Yeah, looking at your specific draw matchups versus specific fights can definitely help decide. Slay the Spire being a game of extreme context sensitivity, you can't really ever make blanket statements like never or always with regards to this game. It's always, can you figure out enough details to make a more informed choice? I don't look nearly as deep into my Spire runs as I could, really, at any point. I like to keep it at a even pace, balancing entertainment and smart plays. But there's always room to more optimally figure stuff out. Scribblenab has a lot of health, but, well, not really anymore, he doesn't. Let's see. 43. Yeah, we can kill next turn if I draw Hand of Greed with Fire Punt. Maybe even if I don't. Let's see, we have 18. We have a perfect kill here if I fire Potion, Explosive Potion. Or I can take 21 damage. I like having health. Turns out. Ancient Tea Set. More energy on turn 1. After visiting a rest site, it's going to make this elite much easier. Emerald Key, and with a Feel No Pain in the deck, you better believe I'm clicking on Second Wind. Turn all our non-attack cards into dust, and gain block per. That incentivizes a Pommel Strike upgrade, but I am going to go for the Hand of Greed upgrade first. I can play all of this. 37. Bummer. We're not going to be getting 3 Hand of Greed kills, not with this draw order, unfortunately. But the good news is we kill one of them quick, and that's really the important part about this fight. And we have a Feel No Pain, which is the other important part about this fight. Bring it on. Okay, get things into hand agreed range. It's beautiful. Cashola acquired. Get a boat thingy. More turn 1 improvement. Enemies are vulnerable, we have 10 block, and sometimes we have 2 more energy. And we also have a Shrug It Off if we want. Evolve also kind of reasonable with a second wind, especially going into Hexaghost here. We specifically are worried about Hexaghost, you might want to consider this Evolve. Papa can't skip Bloodlettings. This is probably the best energy card on Clad, that's for sure. This deck has some energy-hungry cards, too. So Bloodletting is pretty dang potent. Really do like the second win Evolve thing, though. Let's try Evolve out for once. And we get Art of War. If we play no attacks, also gain more energy. Energy now almost plentiful for this Clad. And this is a great relic going into the Lagavulin, too. Although tempting to just bash with Hand Agreed Pummel Strike turn 1. I think what we'll do is get the Feel No Pain and the Shockwave in play before we go fully aggro here. Don't think I'm going to use this regen potion. Not yet, anyway. Just delete this. Yeah, get rid of 1. And then wake this turn with Art of War energy. Perfect. Bash, strike, strike. More or less have to play the Hand Agreed each time we see it. The damage is too good not to do. Our draw order was crap here, sadly. So we get a full 20 hit to the face. Ouch. Good thing we have a regen potion. And a potion belt to hold in it. Gain 2 potion slots. You'll love to see it. How about an armaments? Too many non-attack cards. How about an Iron Wave? Doesn't do enough damage to be considered an attack card. Good talk. Could be worth going to another shop. I think we should go for the 4th Elite, though. Just keep it up. Lots of combats, lots more money. We should be fine. Also get more potions, too. Greetings, thief. Become bonked. Sure, I'll play Feel No Pain. Still at a positive for hit points this fight, so pretty good. Once Ironclad gets strong enough, particularly in Act 1, once you've added enough cards to the starting deck or gotten enough combat-relevant relics, you can pretty reliably heal by fighting an enemy. Wild Strike. Adds a wound to the draw pile, does pretty decent damage for the energy cost. Really not my favorite card. Usually. Could also see Infernal Blade being fine. Do I need any of this? Nope. Sure don't. Do I delete 2 defends? Because with Feel No Pain, I don't even need the defend cards, right? Let's do it. Would maybe be a fight for the regen potion, but I'm betting we can keep this deck too. Oof. I guess we'll use the block potion, though. That seems pretty adequate. Hanagreed will already kill this one next turn. Let's start with getting the middle one, then. Shame for it to be in the very bottom, but with the evolve, it won't matter. This should be the easiest fight ever from this moment forward. I mean, just look at that draw. Be gone, defend. 56 block that turn. Simply beautiful. Plus 75 gold. We also score a red skull. If we're at or below half health, we have 3 strength. Now Hexaghost is completely toast. We also got a blood potion for more healing banked for eventually. Could have had 2 wild strikes. Just saying, Twitch chat. What about 2 shockwaves? Is that a thing we need? Wait. What happened to Bailerbot? Hello? Not mastered, says bot. Let's take it. Give me the second copy. Pretty reasonable with a Feel No Pain, after all. Strikes do 13? Well, that's plenty. Pew, pew. Oh, wait, hand agreed. Oh, no! Alright, don't waste any further money. Although it looks like we actually needed to kill them anyway to keep our health intact. But I guarantee we could have at least gotten 25 more gold out of that. Here, I'll take a Trugit that I don't have to pay for. That seems pretty good. And one last fight. Alright, we can split this slime and then Hand of Greed both resulting halves separately to gain 50 gold here. And they're both going to attack me next turn. Do we upgrade the True Grit? We certainly think about it. We'll be okay. We are so rich. We have 4 potions. We're offered a dual wield. Which could make more Feel No Pains, more evolves, or such, but not sure that's what we're looking for. If I need more damage for Hexaghost, I could consider taking Twin Strike. Have we seen X-Relic yet? The bot can now answer that. We have not seen Orange Pellets yet. Cool. That's very cool. The bot knoweth all. Feels like we do want another attack card. I turned down the Wild Strikes. What am I waiting for? Not Body Slam. Should be fine for Hexa. Actually, 23 is a really good number to be at. So do we upgrade the True Grit or the Pummel Strike? For Hexaghost. I guess the True Grit will help us keep the burns under control for a long time. Not 100% sure our damage output's going to be fast enough here, but we'll see. I think with the 3 strength, it'll be pretty manageable. What I am going to do is get rid of our own defend cards here to allow us to draw attacks more consistently. I think that'll help quite a bit. Art of War can also help out sometimes. For example, on this turn, I'm just going to delete burns where possible. Seems like our damage is just fine. I'm just gonna let this one hit me. Alright, we're dead if I don't play the defend, so we play the defend. We should be able to win without having to use any of these potions then. And we can rank the blood potion if we find a potion. Ooh, we even get to Hand of Greed Hexaghost for an additional 25 gold. Look at that, we're well over 500 gold going into Act 2. We have Double Tap, Fiendfire, and Bludgeon. Fiendfire looks especially juicy here. But I could see an argument for Double Tap just as well. Fiendfire into Runic Pyramid. Fiendfire with Evolve is pretty spicy. We're already looking to scale this deck by having more cards in hand. Fiendfire can really help with that. That also gives us the ability to exhaust so many cards that we could reasonably make an infinite combo, most easily with a Sundial and a second Pummel Strike, although maybe a Dropkick could be involved as well. Give me that. And then we're offered a choice of 3 relics. Velvet Choker. Gain energy every turn, but be limited to 6 cards. That's actually very reasonable with the cards we have so far, especially Second Wind and Fiendfire. Very reasonable, Velvet Choker. Runic Cube. Draw 1 whenever we lose health. That's actually pretty good. Although, not necessarily here. Just more hand size in this deck would definitely be good. Or Fusion Hammer. We can no longer upgrade at rest sites, but we get more energy. That's also pretty good here. Although we'd like to be able to upgrade something like the Pummel Strike, the Feel No Pain, the Fiendfire. Yeah, talk about talk about high demand info, Pele. It's a hard balance between keeping the bot useful and preventing it from spamming the chat too much. That's for sure. Doesn't this deck ask for a Corruption? Wouldn't Choker be bad? Choker would definitely have a downside if we found Corruption, and then especially Corruption Dark Embrace. But currently we just plain don't have the card draw to play more than 6 cards per turn. This would also turn off Infinite Combo as a way to win from here. But I think we have such a good foundation. This is pretty good. Let's take our Velvet Choker. I think we can do quite a lot with it. I'm also very happy to see that the shops are not all late in Act 2. In fact, we can go one early and one late, which is perfect. I'm thinking we want to do something like this, maybe. Really depends on how much there is to spend at the first shop. Do we want to go more fights or less? I think we're pretty good at fights right now. Let's do more. One event on the way to the shop maybe seems reasonable, though. Thanks for all the gold, hee-hee. Not going to play the Fiendfire here? Not yet. No, we're going to go defend, bash. Bash the back one. Take 2 here. Good Art of War for more energy next turn. Let's just play the Strike. This hurts a bit. Good time for Block Potion. Good time for Block Potion. And ideally I want to clobber this fool with one hand agreed. Next turn, apparently. I block for a lot, so we better strike here. Of course. Wild Strike is back. I still don't really want it. Chosen should be easy. It's got to get Evolve in play. Potentially easier said than done, unfortunately. Oof. This is 9 more block. Actually, 12 more block. And almost a kill. Pretty good. Not the greatest, but not the worst. Shrug looking better than ever. This is card draw and block. I like it. Scott Wynn says, last run versus the Cultist Chosen used Wish. Does that generate 2 days cards if you have the Chosen debuff? No, the card created by Wish is not a real card, even though it looks like one. You'll notice, for example, that they all have the power subtype, but they don't make the Awaken one angrier. They don't heal you 2 with Birdface turn. It's not a real card play. Alright, those fights went bad enough. Well, let's take one event. Pay for a relic. You got it. A tungsten rod. When we would lose health, lose 1 less. 1 fewer. I'll take it. Pretty happily take that. Why didn't I take Body Slam? I didn't think I'd have enough block for it to do significant damage most of the time. Sometimes, sure, but not most of the time. This should be a fight where I could hand agree them both. Might have been one where I meant to go for Mystic first, but I'm not sure about that. Feel the pain. Get him, hand agreed. Any day now. Good. We're healing. Alright, with the Centurion down, the Mystic's a lot easier. 37 plus 18. Yeah. Perfect. 618 gold. There's Dark Embrace. Draw a card whenever a card is exhausted. That is very good with a deck that exhausts as much as we do. Even with a limit of 6 cards per turn, being able to draw a ton more cards is huge here. Brimstone is here. That's quite a thing. Seems a little excessive. We have not yet mastered a Hand of Greed. And here's a chance at a second copy. The Double Hand. We actually do want another big attack card, and a second Hand of Greed would fit the bill. It's going to make it easier to get multiple Hand of Greeds off in a single fight as well. I like it. So we have multiple reasons to do that. Welcome. And I'll remove another strike here as well. Yeah, I think the Brimstone would be unwise here. We don't have a way to really get started on utilizing that strength gain. If we had Heavy Blades, maybe. I don't think Brimstone will be that difficult, Scott wins. Although Brimstone can be a really terrifying relic and isn't good on every run. It's definitely very good if you've got the ability to utilize the strength well. Do I buy a potion? Yeah, that seems reasonable. What potion is good? Upgrade pot? Or Fear pot? Upgrade pot, surely. We'll save the rest of this money for the second shop coming up. Shouldn't be too difficult. Don't know if we're going to upgrade that second Hand of Greed, but I'm glad we have it. Take 12. Don't love that. Although with Red Skull, I don't mind that either. Can get the full amount. Spiky. Body Slam is back. It's a little bit better now than it was last time we saw it. It's still a bit awkward though. Reckless Charge. Now that I'm actually a little bit more down for, because it adds an self-exhausting status to the draw pile. It's not as good because of Velvet Choker here, but I'm down for one. I'm gonna skip that elite though. Keep removing strikes, feels good. Yeah, it draws twice. Could even make it 3 times by upgrading the Evolve. Although I think a priority upgrade for us is either going to be the second Hand of Greed or this Dark Embrace. Let's go with the Dark Embrace. Reduce the energy cost of this card. And what's in the chest? A Bottled Tornado, meaning we can have Dark Embrace in our opening hand. Could also bottle Feel No Pain or Evolve, but I think Dark Embrace is the more important bottle here, by far. Alright, Elite number 1. Pretty glad we bought that bag of marbles right now. This would be a reasonable hand to consider upgrading. Shrug first. Go Dark Embrace True Grit. Sure. Exacxies. You can't make this stuff up. Do I want a Thorns Potion against these two? I feel like we're not going to be in trouble at all. Hooked into the memory of the game where the bot reads the run file of the game, Javos, specifically with some help from Run History Plus. a mod that puts more information about the run into the run history file, which the bot can then read. Again, in real time, which is quite impressive. Thanks, Tungsten Rod. You're a lifesaver. Times 6, too much damage. Feels like with second wind, we can hang out in this fight for a long time if need be. Yes, indeed. Getting 75 gold from triple slavers is quite a feat. And a Reaper. We want one. We don't have any strength yet, but we'd love to gain some. Take that Reaper preemptively. Let's go... Feel no pain, defend, defend, rather than Dark Embrace, defend, defend. I don't know if that's right. Seems right. Now it seems wrong. This actually won't kill? It won't. Well then, good luck to us. Actually, that worked out really well. Neat. Carnage Plus. Also take Combust for 5 damage to all enemies every turn without actually taking any self-harm here, thanks to the Tungsten Rod. That could be quite good for the Collector fight in particular, which we might need some help in. Sure, I'll do that. This is the fight for the liquid bronze. It's cost me 1 energy next turn. Take the energy. And defend. This fight's gotta end soon though, right? We can't just be being okay with that. We also don't mind the wounds because they evolve. Fiend Fire now, lose the Hand of Greed Plus? I think we do. Then we play the evolve. That's not quite enough. There we go. Really good fight. We get a Thread Needle for some automatic block. We're offered another Shrug or another True Grit, both unupgraded. I mean, the Shrug is okay. I'll take one more Shrug. Struggle the most with that stupid hand. The Book of Stabbing is really, really nasty. Book of Stabbing very much sort of a single target damage race. Can you defeat one big opponent before it murders you to death? And the answer is often no. No, you can't. We're offered a Duplication Shrine. Already got our second Hand of Greed, but there are other cards in this deck that we could pick a second copy of. Fiendfire, Feel No Pain, Evolve. I'm even thinking about maybe duping Bash here. Although the second Bash would be a little unwieldy. Feels like we've got some spare room. Let's do Bash. Bag of Horn Cleat. Second Feel No Pain is here. Exhume is here. Can't afford both of these, can I? No, not quite. We're just a little bit shy, so I'm thinking Bag of Prep, Feel No Pain, card remove. The second bat? No. Another strike. But yeah, second Feel No Pain is very good for making this choker work just fine. Like it. Why Bash with 2 Shockwaves? Honestly, just for purely because of progress towards our special Mastery Challenge, where the goal is to win Slay the Spire with 2 copies of all of the various cards. We definitely don't need more Vulnerable, but I do want to try to win with 2 Bashes for that challenge, so that's the secret reason there. Do I upgrade either Feel No Pain or the Evolve? Is the Hand of Greed upgrade's fine. Second Wind upgrade's good. Let's upgrade Second Wind. And I may be using the Blessing of the Forged to upgrade Combust in this fight. Kind of depends. That seems fine. Third Feel No Pain. Let's just lose 1 Bash. Definitely a good hand of 5 energy for, so I'm not going to play this. Yep, definitely a good Blessing of the Forge. We get to upgrade all of this and play all of this. Let's do it. Destroy my own Hand of Greeds. It's a bad idea. Next turn will be pretty nasty if I choose not to kill at least one of the Torch Heads this turn. Let's kill one of the Torch Heads this turn then. Just one. I gave Collector a reduced chance of attacking this turn, though of course she still chose to do it. Why wouldn't she? Turns of Vuln, will that be enough? I'm not sure, actually. Maybe I'll keep this Bash for now. Free turn here where minions get resummoned. I don't love that, but what can you do? Seems like a pretty good turn, thanks to the bonus draw from the Dazed here. And the fact that I drew Fiendfire, although I don't want to destroy everything. Yet. Do we have a regen pod in this fight? I don't think so. Kind of hope not. Definitely looking kind of tough, though. So I'll do it this way. Need to get attacked again. That's not good. Then True Grit, the Pommel Strike? Or do we just Second Wind? Second Wind seems more reasonable. Yeah, you can see why we took this Reckless Charge. It really is helping quite a bit. Let's kill you next. Alright, we're through the debuffs. This should be fine now. If I need to block, I can just do this. Reckless Charge, Second Wind. Reckless Charge, Second Wind. And I just do that as many times as I want to. GG. The power of exhaust. Yeah, aka only 3 times, unfortunately. Juggernaut looks like it could be really good, actually. Dealing tons of damage with the Second Wind, especially. Let's take that. Very efficient damage. And we could take more energy or more relics. With a limit of how many cards we can play per turn, more energy doesn't necessarily seem good. We'd have to get cursed with this. This is fine. Slaver's Collar's fine. Could we farm the minions for gold? No, minions do not give you money from Hand of Greed. The fatal keyword specifies a non-minion enemy, so it only works on enemies that don't have a skull icon under their health bar. Upon review, I actually do want the Slaver's Collar. Give me that. Choker Collar. Asphyxiation Run. Go. All the elites are... all the shops are, rather, at the very, very end here, huh? Interesting. How about lots of events? Events are fun. How about it? I'm rich. Thanks, Tungsten Rod. Oh yeah, Juggernaut also really nice with the Red Needle too. Although there's a risk we could actually end up doing too much harm. Be careful here. Oh. So here I can't play both defends. I have to only play one if I want the money. And I do want the money. Do I want the Shockwave? No. Headbutt? Also no. Just give me some fights. Some events, rather. Events that are secretly fights. Who's the best of all? Will Choker block the Chaos Potion? Yes. It sure will. Get him, Juggernaut. At random. Get them at random. Just kill this one with the unupgraded Hand of Greed to avoid unnecessary complications here. Yeah. Take my 20 gold and leave. Similar to minions, the Darklings won't give you any money from Hand of Greed unless it's the final one that is killed by Hand of Greed. So you can only get money from Hand of Greed in that fight one time. Remove and upgrade at random, or transform 2. Ooh. Could almost give up Reckless Charge here. Almost. $110 gold for remove is quite a lot, but we have lots of money, so whatever. I'm not too worried here. Upgrading a card of my choosing is pretty powerful, too. Not that many upgrades left, but let's go for the remove and random upgrade. Get rid of this last strike and get upgraded Shockwave. Sure. This ends up being another fight. No big deal. Alright, that hurts a bit. Should be good from here on out, though, right? Ouch again. Health goes up, health goes down, health goes up, health goes down. All washes out in the end. Power through, there's a card we want. Add 2 wounds and gain a ton of block up front. This is a perfect Velvet Choker card, in addition to being a perfect card alongside Second Wind, Evolve, Power Through, Fiend Fire, all that stuff. Alright, I'll take the boss fight. It is Slime Boss. Excellent. We're going to be rich, Twitch chat. Who needs to gain 999 gold with 2 normalities when you can gain 100 gold and 0 normalities? The power. So don't want to play Juggernaut here. I'm going to be careful. what I do is split these slimes in two. And then farm Hand of Greed on the resulting mini slimes. Also farm Reaper on the resulting mini slimes. Note that the slimes are not minions. Get 100 gold, plus 25 gold for beating the combat, so 125 gold for that, and a shovel, allowing us to dig for more relics if we wish. We also get a True Grit Plus, which I'm going to consider taking. We could also think about a Fire Breathing as a way to deal more damage with a deck like this. But we got to be careful about too many powers going into Hexaghost. I think with Awaken one, I think with the Juggernaut we'll be fine. Don't need a real Fire Breathing. Let's take another True Grit, though. True Grit Plus seems pretty okay. Gonna be fighting a Reptomancer next. Repto can be a bit of a hard time. Can't imagine why. Probably just second win the Evolve and the Combust. Maybe not the Evolve. Seems like we're gonna need that Evolve. Alright, so I can either Hand of Greed you, take some damage, or True Grit. We should just kill. Take some hits here. We'll take 088. That's not so bad. Could also use the energy potion here. Maybe next turn. Six block per. That means we can just Fiend Fire here. Yeah, 50 block is enough to not take anything here. These daggers have forfeit their own lives. Heals for not much, but enough to do stuff. Probably better to get Juggernaut down here. Seems like a reasonable choice. Ah. Spicy. Beautiful. We get a Duvu doll. For every curse of the deck, we have a point of strength. And if we want more strength, we're offered an Inflame Plus. I think with the Juggernaut, we don't need the Inflame, although it does work nicely with the Reaper. Gotta be a little careful about the Awakened one. That's the reason I don't want to add too many powers to this deck. That's also, Asui Kitsune, why I didn't take the Fire Breathing, is the Awakened one looms, and I do not want to go into a boss fight where we add strength with every power we play when I have too many powers. We've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 powers. No, 6 powers. That's already too many. Any more than this is truly excessive and very dangerous. So I could do 2 more elites before the shop. Might as well, right? It's the same nodes, it's just the shop's later. Perfect. Okay. So we'll go this way. I'm going to recall now so I have more options at the final rest site. We're going to fight Giant Head. Nice and easy heal 10. Maybe we want to upgrade this Evolve, actually. It's worth thinking about. Alright, countdown's over. Time for the big nasty stuff to head our way. Why are you still here, Giant Head? Bar. And once we get to the point where we can just power through second wind every turn, then life's good. That's enough, even with Velvet Choker. Second Evolve. I said I wanted to consider upgrading Evolve. What if I just took the second copy? I know we haven't done a double Evolve run. Sure. Frozen Egg, you're too late. I'm sorry. Now we're even more scared of Awakened One, but that's a problem for a future Baylor. Realistically, we don't need all the powers anyway. One Evolve will be sufficient for the Awakened One fight. What's sufficient for this fight, though? Looks bad. This might have to be our energy potion. 12 here. Yeah. This looks like it might have to be the energy potion. Use Hand of Greed Plus and Juggernaut's kind of spooky, but we'll be fine. We know what's required here. I'm actually going to get this in play. We should be recovered-ish. Should play defend, though. Turn, we don't need bash. More wounds. I want them. Actually, I don't even need to do kill these daggers, huh? Easy then. GG. More energy from the Nunchaku. A third Feel No Pain if we feel it necessary. I actually do feel it necessary. You heard me, Awakened One. What I don't feel necessary is either a Writhe or Madness is. Alright, so do we go to this shop, or... I might as well. Please don't curse me. Can get a lot of work done with Juggernaut in this fight, thankfully. This enemy will change their attack intent when you hit them for unblocked attack damage. Now, that may or may not be a good thing. One of the attack intents this enemy has is a curse, which can be a real problem. So it's kind of a question of, is there better things for them to roll into? In this case, not really. Just take the 10 damage. They could roll into higher damage or a curse, neither of which are better. So, no thank you. See, now we could get cursed if I play the Reckless Charge, but I've got Snecko Oil, so I'll risk it. Good. Still losing health, but nothing I can't recover from. There's other ways to get the Parasite Curse pedal, so we're not strictly required to kill this enemy to get it. Take the 20 there. Bloodletting Plus. Lose 3 health, gain 3 energy. Not with Velvet Choker. Double Juggernaut, though. Oh gosh, that's too many powers for the Awakened One, and yet, how can I say no? Definitely worried about the Awakened One right now. It's alright, we don't want any more powers except for this one and the other one. Yeah. We might want double regen potion. That's pretty potent. Got a potion belt, but not very good potions, unfortunately. And yes, we can just exhaust the powers with Second Wind, although it's easier said than done, especially doing the first cycle through. I think that's what we're going to end up using the Snecko Oil for, is the Awakened One fight. Yeah, we added 3 powers after I said that. Well, but the duplicates, though. No, it's fine. Stores have been a little stinky. I'm okay with that. Is it worth buying a card remove here? No. Strawberry's not bad, yeah, especially with this much money. Brings us to exactly 3 hundo. So we'll still be able to afford any relic in the final shop, because we'll also get money from Hand of Greed in the boss fights. Let's take it. A little bit of health can go a long way, after all. As for upgrades, I love the Juggernaut upgrades. Gonna be a way to shred the heart very quickly. If we want to awaken one to go better, though, we should probably upgrade Feel No Pain. Alright, perfect turn 1. Evolve. Dark Embrace. We get to power through Second Wind, destroying one of the Juggernauts, the Combust, and the wounds from this power through. So some of those wounds go away, and we can play Shockwave to get the weaken down. That's a good start. We're still probably going to take a ton of damage on turns 2 and 3 of this fight, but what can you do? Right. So angry. At least you die. Thanks for the money. But again, that's what double regen potion is for. We can get back to full health if we need to as well. Green Bogs, thanks for the 18 months of support. And actually, if we can avoid taking further damage, this will go probably better than expected. We also have a Reaper. Heck yeah. Well, that works. Sort of. Sort of, kind of. Heck yeah, let's go. Power through, Reckless Charge, delete all of this? Because we just need to keep, yeah, the important stuff. And then we can second win all of this as well. So I kind of want to play that Juggernaut. Life is now good. We just go power through second wind all the time. (13/4) doesn't matter that much when I can block for basically 100 pretty easily. And even with only one Juggernaut in play, this does pretty tremendous damage. Sec would love the Abacus. One boss down. Didn't even lose that much health. And now we can face the Time Eater. This is all about cards per turn. Guess what, Time Eater? The Velvet Choker already limits me in cards per turn, so you are really no competition at all in this regard. I appreciate your attempts. Time Eater can also flood our deck with Slimed, and guess what? That doesn't matter to us either, because we have 2 Evolves. We've got a lot of powers that do damage as well. 2 Juggernauts, not just 1. Though I can't play them both here. I'll be back. Pal. Actually, heal me. Easy. Kerblam. Double Jug. Cards for next turn. The damage. GG Timbo. Fight. Up to 395 gold as we proceed onward into Act 4. Tooth Thump, Tooth Thump. A deep, pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the Heart of the Spire, the source of these 3 easy payments of $20.99 for your very own double Hand of Greed build? If we can make this run win, it's going to be a heck lot of masteries crossed off the list. Evolve, Hand of Greed, Juggernaut, and the Relic Velvet Choker, all able to be mastered here. Going to up the damage of one of the Juggernauts. That's hopefully going to be our primary damage source in the final little bit here. If we buy membership card, then we increase our purchasing power just a little bit, not a lot. And I love what I see here. Second Dark Embrace, pretty good. Card remove, pretty good. Elixir with 3 Feel No Pains and 2 Dark Embraces. Now that is very good. Swift Potion's not bad either. I also really like the double regen potion, so we'll lose the Fear Potion. Take the Elixir, take the Dark Embrace, and probably remove 1 Defend, honestly. Could also take another Shrug It Off. 4 copies. Could also upgrade 2 random attacks. What about Boot? Boot will not do much of anything here. Boot doesn't work with Juggernaut or any of our retaliatory damage like that. Rather remove Reckless Charge than Defend. The Reckless Charge actually does have purpose once we're down to the, a very small subset of cards. And you know what? I will take 1 more Shrug. Sure. Replace the Defend with a Shrug. I like it. good start. Just draw a ton of cards, maybe play an Evolve. Maybe play an Evolve. Yes, play an Evolve, that way we draw more from the cards that are about to go on top of our deck. And then we drew Second Wind. Easy peasy. So we'll add Vulnerable but not Weak. Still gonna do it. Then we do Evolve and Combust. Take some damage. Take some damage. I have the energy to get the Juggernauts down. It's been a bit awkward. Juggernaut, Second Wind. There we go. There it is. Okay. Power through. Have to lose this jug. That's fine. This will be the time for Reaper if we can find it. There it is. Heal for 10. Or 8, rather. Good enough. Good enough, do you ask me? Still full block, though. No regen pot. We'll be using the regen potions in the heart fight. Stacking them together for maximal effects. We get a toy ornithopter, healing us 5 for each potion use as well, and a freaking disarm. Get in here. Or a second wind. But I think the freaking disarm. Get in here. Do I trust Snecko Oil? Not really. Let's lose the Snecko Oil. Keep the fire pot. Alright, I feel like we are set here. We have an excellent turn 1 against the heart with Dark Embrace, Feel No Pain, Disarm, Evolve. Skip the Combust for now. 5 really good cards, lots of powers. Power is quite important for counteracting this Velvet Choker in particular. Since we're limited in cards per turn, one of the best ways for us to scale up is just do more stuff collectively each turn. Bit of an awkward hand here, huh? Take that. Tungsten Rod helping. Could simply Fiend Fire here, but then we lose both Hand Greeds. More insulting than anything. Let's keep the upgraded one. Gotta Hand Greed the heart, otherwise what was the point of it all? Let's throw this now. Get him. We should probably use Shockwave now. So let's skip this Dark Embrace, go Feel No Pain Shockwave. Reckless Charge. There's Second Wind. Lots of good things to delete with Second Wind here. Let's go Shrug, Juggernaut, Second Wind. Now it's a full 12 damage per block instance. And that's going to add up really fast to tons of damage. And I guess we've got these elixir if we need it, which we don't particularly do, actually. But I like it, so elixir, go! Excellent. Guess there's nothing to regen, huh? $72 damage. Dang. GG, Mr. Hart, and thanks for the money. Smell you later. GG. GG, everybody. GG. Let's pour one out for our friend the Heart. Well fought. GG. Really fun deck to get this win with. Ultimately, the Second Wind plus the Power Through and all of the powers, the Evolve, the Feel No Pain, and the Juggernaut, came together to make that one work, but very cool run. Tubsass, thanks for 500 bits. GG. Yeah, we got Bash mastered on that run, along with a few other really important things. Has it been done? The spire sleepeth, and so shall I. GG. Double Juggernaut, double Dark Embrace, double Evolve, double Feel No Pain, double Shockwave, double Hand of Greed. Excellent, excellent run overall. Onomatopoeia, half a year. What a great run. So we got our second bash from an event, the Duplicator Shrine, found on floor 30. At this point, we were already pretty strong, so I decided that we had enough room to take an extra curse of sorts, and that worked out for us with 2x bash on this run. What a great run.